Hey, what's up everyone? It is Thais here. So in today's video, I will be showing you 4 super easy ways to style your high puff this summer. So I am starting with my hair like this, and the first thing we're going to do is dampen the hair. This is going to make it easier for us to manipulate our hair without it hurting and without causing too much unnecessary damage. And then I take a rat tail comb, part apart, going straight across horizontally right above the earlobe. So you want it to line up with the earlobe. This is going to be the perfect width for the hairstyle we are going to be doing first. So unlike the typical, usual, boring high puffs, these high puffs are different because they are super stylish and different. And high puffs are a great hairstyle to wear in the summer or whenever it's warm weather, because they just keep the hair off of the neck, keep us nice and cool so that we can feel the breeze and wind on our face and neck without interfering. And it's also super cute. It highlights the natural texture of our afro hair, and you can definitely enjoy this hairstyle in any season, but I just love it for a good summer updo. Now that I have my first section parted, I will be parting my second section, and I'm going straight down vertically in the middle. Make sure that it lines up in the middle of your face, right between your eyes. So this first high puff hairstyle is going to be a middle part high puff. So we're not going straight back. We're going to be kicking it up a notch. So I start by applying some gel on the perimeter of that part on my edges, and then I go ahead and brush that gel into my hair while brushing it going down towards my ears. So I will be using my swirly curly hair ties to tie my hair into a high puff. These hair ties just make it a whole lot easier to do this, and I use about 3 of those hair ties, connect them together, and then I go ahead and wrap that hair tie in the back of my head, and then I crisscross it in the front of my head, making sure that you're still holding on to the ends very taut. It doesn't have to be super tight, but make sure there's some tension there. While I'm applying tension, I push the back going upwards first, just a little bit, not too much, and then I go ahead and push the front going backwards, making sure that I apply tension while I'm doing this. And then when I'm happy with the position of my puff, I go ahead and snap that hair tie, and now it's connected. Push it up, and I have my high puff right here. So as you can see, that middle part is still there. It adds a nice touch to that high puff. It's not the basic just straight back. Then I just fluff my afro out, and I got these really cute hair accessories from Target. Oh my goodness. So I love anything gold. It just adds so much personality to me. So I'm using the gold chained one today, and this is the final result of my first high puff hairstyle that you can rock this summer. So juicy, so moisturized, neat and elegant. I love it. So now we're moving on to the second hairstyle, and I will be working with that same middle part, but instead I will be parting that section going straight down horizontally towards the ears. Don't worry about this being straight because the puff is going to cover it up anyways. It won't be exposed. So after I have those 2 sections, I just go ahead and hand roll that section going down. So I just grab the hair, twist it, grab it, twist, or grab and roll. This is more like a grab and roll the section. So you grab it, then you roll it until you get all the way to the ends, and then I go ahead and pin that section into place with a bobby pin. Now that both of those sections are rolled down, I can go ahead and form my puff. So I'm using the same hair tie, and I'm starting in the back first, crisscrossing the front of those ties together in the front, and then I go ahead and bring it back around the head and then snap it into place while pushing the puff up as high as I want it to go. So this is hairstyle number 2 with that high puff, and this is really cute. It adds a nice twist accent to the front of that face, forming a nice hairstyle. And I absolutely love this one. This one was so cute. Honestly, I wanted to stop the video here. I was like, oh my goodness, I should have did this one last. But I can do it again on another occasion. Okay, so this is the third hairstyle. So that middle part is gone, and what I'm doing is parting off the middle of that section, going in a half circle. So you start at the midway mark of your eyebrows, and then you go all the way around, and it should look like a half moon or a half circle around that head. And then I tie that section out of the way so that I can put the back section into a puff. So you just brush those edges up, making sure they are nice and uniform. They don't have to be perfect. We have afro hair, we have kinky hair. It's okay to embrace your kinks around your edges. Just make sure that it looks presentable. So I'm taking that hair tie. Instead of starting in the back, I tie it from the front, and then I bring it around to the back. So when you bring it to the back, you want to apply tension while pushing that hair tie up to your liking. You can make it as low as you want. You can make it as high as you want. So after pushing it up, I'm going ahead and bringing that tie around to the front, and then I snap it into place so that it can hold that puff into place securely. And then I go ahead and fluff the puff out, and now I will be taking that front section out, and this is going to form a seamless puff hawk look. So it looks like I have a mohawk in the front while there's a puff in the back. Now I will be adding some hair accessories on both sides. So I'm using a it's like more like a studded hair accessory. Add a nice accent to the hairstyle. It looks really beautiful. So this is the final result of my puff hawk look. This one is really cute. Okay, so this is the final and fourth puff hairstyle that you need to try this summer. So we are going to be adding a nice style to the back of the head instead of the front. So I'm going ahead and parting, going straight across, midway up that head, a little bit lower than midway. So you're forming a horizontal part going straight across. Again, this part doesn't have to be neat because it is going to be covered up by that puff. Once you have your part going straight across, you're going to form a vertical part going straight down the middle of that head. And then we should have two sections. So for each section, we will be twisting it up or rolling that section up. Grab the section, roll it, grab it, roll it until you get to the very top of that twist, and then you take a bobby pin and pin it into place so that it doesn't move. Okay, so now we will be brushing the top section going back, and this top section is going to go into a puff. So I'm starting by taking 2 of those hair ties instead of the 3, since this section is smaller. Bring it around to the back, and then cross it, and then we are going to be pushing that puff up as high as we want it to go. When you get it as high as possible, or as high as you prefer, then you bring those hair ties around, bring it around straight to the front of that puff, and then you go ahead and secure it into place. And then this is the high puff. So I'm just fluffing it out, getting it as fluffy as I like it to fall. And this is how it looks in the back. So I could have fluffed it out a little bit more in the back, but you guys get the picture. I did go ahead and fixed it after the video when I realized it was showing. But yeah, make sure that the tie isn't showing when you do it. Look in the mirror behind you so that you do not make that mistake. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely try these high puff hairstyles for the summer. Give this video a rating and subscribe for weekly hair tutorials.